Cooperate.
Everybody gets a shot.
Alright, folks, we are here and they're going to show us some surveillance video of the suspect. So, I believe that audio is fine.
Thank you, appreciate it. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, I ran out of first
Okay, and we are standing by. Thank you, Carlos. Ronnie. Folks, we are standing by. For this is going to be an update at 9:30. Now, I believe the president of Brown University is going to be here, Christina Paxson. So we are standing by just a couple minutes away. And from what I understand, they're going to share some video surveillance of the suspect. And for those of you that just saw the live video, you're going to recognize the building.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
There's helicopters
7,
in the sky.
8.
There's a
Anyone else
massive
need a
manhunt
mic check?
going on right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Thank you.
You are right now. We're live on TikTok, and we're live on Facebook,
6,
and
8.
we're live on YouTube and X. If you're on Facebook, share that you're watching. If you're on TikTok, you can share that you're watching. YouTube and X. And again, this is the Brown University press briefing coming up on, it was just 5 hours ago, a little before that, when police were called to the building that we just showed you during the live. And we've had a mass casualty in this incident. So I believe you're going to see Christina Paxson, the president of Brown University. There's Governor McKee coming in. Wait for Fox. Right, coming in.
I saw the back of the Thank you. No, we're good.
Again, we are standing by press briefing. And as we speak right now, there's a massive manhunt going on in the city, and there's also false alarms of shootings that are going around in the city. So the FBI has arrived at the fire station. The national press has come in.
Oh, yeah.
And as I said, we are standing by. So I see Governor McKee is here. We have the FBI is here. Again, the latest we have heard were 2 no longer with us. 8 very serious condition. So we'll get an update on that. This should also be our first chance to take a look at the suspect. Now, for those of you who are watching the live stream we did, the source indicated to me it was a delivery person inside the building. He believed it was someone of Asian descent that went out of the building. Very solid source. So again, we are standing by. Again, this is the fire station, Brook Street in Providence. We're going to get the latest now. This horrific incident that took place a little over 5 hours ago right here on the University campus. Brown is nestled here on the east side. The campus is actually literally across the street. And we're going to stand by for Mayor of Providence, Mayor Smiling, Governor McKee. The FBI, though, has also arrived here. We'll see if someone from the FBI speaks. And it's my understanding
You have video? You have video.
that Christina Paxson, the president of Brown, is also going to be here. She was here earlier. But I believe she has returned. It's also interesting, there was an incident yesterday on Hope Street near Power Street where someone claimed they were approached by a male. I don't know. Let's wait to see what they say about that. Okay, again, we are standing by.
Yeah, they're on south. Yeah, yeah.
Check. 1, 2.
You good? Yeah.
Again, I'm going there.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oops, yeah.
I'll see them coming too. I have 5.
Yeah. Here they come. Here they come.
So let's see,
They're right behind these cameras.
It's Commander O'Hara, Deputy Chief. We'll see Lieutenant Governor Matos. And here they come.
Don't come to us.
FBI agent, Rachel North. There's Governor McKee, Mayor Smiling, and that's also Attorney General Peter Nerona. And that's also the Colonel of the Rhode Island State Police. And that is Christina Paxson, President of Brown University. On the right side is Commander O'Hara. Right there, that is
Good evening,
President.
everybody. Again, I'm Providence Mayor Brett Smiley. We're here to provide an update on the ongoing investigation from this afternoon's horrific attack and terrible act of violence in our community. In just a moment, we'll hear from our Governor Dan McKee, and from Brown University President Chris Paxson. Then there are other officials, including and especially law enforcement officials who are here and able to answer questions. But the three of us will be the only formal speakers, and then we'll take all of your questions and continue to try to be as transparent as possible. As I mentioned at the earlier update, this is an evolving situation, and there are details that are subject to change, and so we want to continue to recognize that we're not done yet, and so we will continue to update, and please bear with us if we learn more or if there are additional details. One of the new details that I'm sorry to have to share is that there is one additional victim of today. So now there are 9 injured individuals. There was one additional victim who had left the scene. It was not a gunshot wound. The individual learned that they had received fragments from the shooting that had occurred near them. And so they have non-life-threatening injuries, but is now the 9th victim who is is expected to have a full recovery. Additionally, we want to make sure the community knows the individual responsible is still at large, but importantly, at the conclusion of this press update, we will be releasing a short video showing an image of the suspect. That will be available to all of you when we finish this briefing. We know there's a lot of fear and anxiety in the community right now, and we want folks to know that while it is the case that the shelter in place remains in effect for the broader Brown community, that includes campus and the neighborhoods surrounding the campus, we are doing everything we can, and we've been receiving tremendous assistance from our partners in law enforcement. The governor, under his leadership with the state police, has been terrific. The FBI, the ATF, and many communities around Rhode Island have assisted. There are over 400 officers currently in the area assisting with both the investigation and to ensure the safety of the Providence community. Additionally, Providence Fire has been deployed to venues of assembly. We know that this is a busy time. It's a Saturday night in the holiday season, and so you may see firefighters at the mall, at PPAC, at Roger Williams Park, and we don't want anyone to be concerned that there are any issues, but rather we want folks who are out in the community tonight to see a person in a position of authority and to feel safe in our community. We have no reason to believe that there are any additional threats at this time. Any calls that have been received in the last several hours to 911 have been unrelated, and there have been no additional calls for service or calls of anything related to this incident. The video that will be released is from that building where the shooting occurred, which is the Barris and Holly building, looking towards Hope Street. And as I mentioned, that will be shared as soon as we conclude. We are still encouraging, as we did earlier, for anyone who thinks that they might have information relevant to the investigation to call the police, the Providence Police non-emergency line, which is 401-272-3121, 401-272-3121. Of course, you can also call 911, but if you have information that you think might be able to assist in our investigation, please give us a call. At this time, I'd like to turn the mic over to our Governor, Dan McKee, who's been in touch with federal, state partners, and has been a tremendous assistance to us here in Providence throughout the evening. Governor?
Hey, Mayor, and for your leadership and all your entire team, and our job right now is to support your team. And we're doing just that. All our state resources are available not only to the mayor, but also Brown University. Since our hearts go out to Brown University. I have had calls along with the mayor, with the FBI director, Adele, who's offered assistance to us as well, a direct assistance. I just received a call from the President Trump as well, expressing the same type of urgency and the same type of offers to respond to us in a way that we, one, keep people safe, but also two, we're going to make sure that we catch the individual that brought so much suffering to so many people. And so with that, I would just say that we're going to continue to work together. State police is on board. We know that there's going to be need for some counseling strategies, so we've already activated that through our health department. And we'll make sure that we take the lead from the mayor and then provide all the assistance we possibly can along with your lead as well, President Paxton. So with that, I'll give you my question.
Thank you, Governor. Now we'll introduce Brown University President Christine Paxson. Brown PD was the first to respond and has been an incredible partner. And we have two priorities right now as a community. One, to bring the individual responsible to justice, and two, to pray for the full recovery of those affected. The Brown community's heart is breaking and Providence's heart is breaking along with it. We're a week and a half away from Christmas, and all of us are getting calls from concerned families, parents, employees, relatives. And so, President, we just want you to know that Providence and Brown stand together today, tomorrow, and in the months ahead. Please.
Thank you. Yes, this is the day that one hopes never happens, and it has. I really appreciate everything that the local law enforcement and everybody is doing to help find this person, make sure that we can be safe as a community. Our focus right now is on supporting the families who have been affected by this, the families of the two students who sadly lost their lives today, as well as the 8, now 9 students who are in the hospital. We've been in touch with their families. I will talk to them soon. But you know, we will come together as a community and we'll get through this. Currently, the students are still on lockdown, as are people in the area, and hopefully we can get them back to their dorms and feeling safe and secure as soon as possible. But thank you for everything you're doing now.
Thank you, Chris. We'll take questions for law enforcement personnel, anyone who's here today, and share as much information as we can at this time.
Can we, Dan Jay from Channel 10, Mayor, can you talk a little bit about what we're going to see in this video? Or can be cheapos?
We're going to ask Commander O'Hara to answer that question.
Sure. What you're going to see is a video from the building where this incident took place, 184 Hope Street. It's of who we believe is the suspect, leaving that area, walking on Hope Street and taking a right on Waterman towards the water. He's going to be wearing dark clothing. You're not going to be able to see his face. Dark gray or black clothing. And some of the witnesses have also told us that he may have been wearing a camouflage gray mask. That is unconfirmed. But if anybody should recognize this person in any way, seen him earlier, recognize his gait, obviously we want to know about that.
So you had said, or somebody had said, and I want to make sure we're correct in reporting this, that he may have walked out of the building. And I'm wondering, how did he get access to the building, and is there video from inside the building?
That I don't have the answer if there's video inside that building that depicts him. There is video inside that building. However, I haven't seen him on video inside that building. And he did walk out of the building.
So can you explain that to me in all this? So he was in the building, but we don't have video of him in the building.
We haven't recognized him in the video yet. We do see some video from inside the building of a commotion. Clearly students are running. However, we don't have from the video that I've seen so far, we don't have the suspect depicted.
Commander,
Is there any reason to believe this is international terrorism, or is this just some disgruntled student?
That we don't know.
A disgruntled student that just came in to shoot up because he was upset about final exams or something like that?
We are not. We're not.
So you have no idea.
Commander, have you been getting tips since the last briefing?
Yes, some tips have been coming in, and we have been running them down. We're going to be using the assistance of the FBI to get categorize all the tips that come in, so that we have it in an orderly format for us to look at. But yes, we've had some tips. None of them have worked out for us yet.
Do you think, do you have a better idea than we did just 3 hours ago, since at least now you have a visual image?
Yes, a little bit better, but we're still not there yet.
Has
Commander,
law enforcement
so-
shooting
Ian.
done inside the building?
Ian first.
Commander, has law enforcement done any building by building search of the area, surrounding area?
Yes, we have. We've gone through some buildings. We've made sure that students that were barricaded themselves in were safe. We removed them, and they're now in a reunification center.
How far has that search gone into the residential area around Brown?
It's gone to all the buildings that we think that were affected by it. Any student that called us and said that they were barricaded and they didn't feel safe, those are the buildings we checked.
Deputy Chief, does that video show gun?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't show a gun? And also, Mayor, the president confirmed that all of the victims are students at Brown University.
I can't confirm that. I don't have that information to confirm.
That's what you just said, right? The
Well,
president,
that's what I've been told, yes.
that all of the victims, including the two that passed,
Although
are students at Brown
The
University.
last one who came in recently, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Mayor, question.
Mayor, do you have a-
There was blood stains on the sidewalk of Waterman with clothing. Were all the shots done within the building, or were they shot outside?
Well, the incident took place inside.
Inside, because there were blood stains and clothing outside the building.
Where in the building did it happen?
It happened inside of a classroom,
Was
Do
it
you know
just-
what floor?
first of all.
Has the weapon been found if it wasn't in the video?
No, it hasn't.
Have you talked
Commander, can you walk us
have
through
you
a
talked to
little
any
bit?
of our
Victim that
Can you walk us through what you now know about the timeline of events? What time did the suspect walk into the building and how quickly did he begin shooting? Did he go straight for the classroom? Was it the students who were taking the finals?
I don't know what the students were doing in this classroom. However, I don't also know how he entered the building. That we're working on.
Okay, so you don't know that yet. And is the suspect of college age? Does he seem in the video?
He could be in his 30s, but we're not positive. That's our first inclination.
Pat.
Sir, can you speak to the type of presence from the federal government that's on the ground right now, and what type of personnel do you expect in the coming days, specifically tomorrow?
So right now, we're working with ATF and the FBI who are present right now. Those are the federal agents that we're working with.
And what type
Deputy
of
Chief,
activity are they
based on
engaged
the bullets, Deputy Chief,
Yeah.
do we know what kind of gun?
We don't have the gun identified yet, no.
What type of activity are they engaged in? Are they doing data collection, evidence
Data
collection?
collection, evidence collection, and video collection.
How many other people were inside the classroom?
That I'm not sure of. I don't know how many students were in there.
President Paxton, could you maybe answer some of the questions about the Brown students? What was that class there for? Was it a final exam? You're the president, you must know.
I don't know.
But you
I
don't?
don't know that.
Okay.
Is Brownie?
Sorry, I have a question.
Yes.
Go.
So, have the shelter in place orders or evacuation spread to other parts of the city? Because we've heard that after that.
No, they have not. The shelter in place has not changed. It remains in effect for the Brown campus and the surrounding neighborhood. City of Providence, you know if you live near Brown, that's where the shelter in place is in effect. It is not in effect in other neighborhoods because we have no reason to believe that there is any particular threat beyond the campus area at this time. As I mentioned at the press briefing before this, I'll reiterate right now. In this day and age, there is a lot of misinformation that can spread as it pertains to official updates regarding the shelter in place or any future announcements. Please follow the City of Providence official social media channels. We've also put out updates through our 311 system, but the City of Providence on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram will be updating throughout the evening. If that did not come from an official channel, then it is not official. Right now, the shelter in place is the same as it had been earlier, and it remains the same.
Mayor,
How is the
how is
shelter-
the shelter in place message being conveyed to the neighborhood? Is it just through the media or you need phone call?
So we have all of the above. We have conveyed it through the media. We've conveyed it through our official social media channels. We've pushed it out through our 311 system, which is the city service system. We've been in touch with our city council leaders throughout the neighborhood, including our councilman, Sean Gonsalves, from this neighborhood, who have their own distribution channels through newsletters and such. And for all of you who are Rhode Islanders, you know this is a close-knit community. That is our strength, particularly in this moment. We are all in touch with our neighbors. We are all in touch with our loved ones at this moment, and we are sharing information as directly and honestly as we can. And we will continue to push out updates through those same various channels.
Safe to say the
Especially
suspect
in the way back.
Is there any indication of when students who are sheltering in place in public campus buildings, when they will be allowed to at least leave and go to those reunification sites?
There is no notification about when that might end because we will make that announcement when we feel like it is safe to do so. And so we don't have a timeline on that, and nor should we have a timeline on that. Safety is the primary concern right now, and bringing the responsible individual to justice is our top priority.
Is it
Do you
your
have
belief
reason to
that there's,
believe
is
that
it your
he's
belief
still
that
in
there's
the
just
area?
one suspect or people helping him? And if people are helping him, Deputy, what is your message to people that might be aiding, because it's been 6 hours and, you know, no one knows where he is.
He's unidentified, so we don't know if people may be helping him or not at this point.
But if you assume that, what's your message to anyone that may know who he is or helping him or hiding
If you
him?
know who he is, please call us.
Deputy Chief, I ask this with
Dan
all
and
due,
Steph.
I ask this with all due respect, Deputy Chief, just so I'm trying to process this so we can bring this person to justice. He was in the building, but we don't have video of him in the building, or we have video, we just don't know if it's him. Do you think that he went into a bathroom, got dressed, and then came out? And secondly, could the president of the university address, does anybody have access to that building? I mean, you can't go in a building without a pass key anywhere, so.
I'll take both of those. As has been said, and we'll say again, the video that we have and the video that we will be sharing when we conclude this update is of the suspect leaving the building.
Right.
We are combing through lots of video, both on campus, through private cameras. Providence Police, with the great assistance from our federal partners and others, is combing through any video we can find. And again, to the community, if you have some of those Ring cameras or other video that you think might be relevant, please call us and share it with us. We do not at this time have video that we have seen of the individual coming into the building or moving throughout the building, but that doesn't mean that we will not discover it. We are actively working this investigation as we speak. It has been a priority for us to give updates when we have them. That's why we're here right now.
President?
When we have more information, we will share it. As was reported at the earlier press conference from the provost, because there were exams taking place, the outer doors of the building were unlocked. There were sure to be doors inside the building that were locked and that required badge access, but the outer doors were unlocked because it was 4 o'clock while exams were taking place. That was reported earlier. That remains true now. Please, Steph.
Is there do we have any reason to believe that the shooter is still in the area?
We don't know.
President Paxton, could you talk directly to the students? They've been on lockdown. What about meals? What if someone has a medical emergency? If you could talk directly to the students right now that have
President, if you could walk behind the stand.
in shelter in place.
I know the students are anxious, and I know they're in very constant communication with loved ones and parents through social media and on their phones. If we hear that students need support, if they have a medical issue or something like that, we will address it. Our major priority right now is for their safety.
President Paxton, could you confirm that several of the victims are on the women's lacrosse team?
I cannot confirm that.
President, how are you doing tonight? You processing all this?
Yeah, it's hard to process. I was on a plane to DC when it happened and flew right back and catching up right now.
President, with all due respect, 6 hours after the shooting, you said you don't know what was going on in that classroom. How does that happen? Were they taking an exam? Were they meeting for a club?
I don't know.
6 hours later, you're the president, you don't know.
I do not know.
Mayor, do they have any shell casings as evidence, and as a result, have any determinations been made about the style of weapon?
Yes, there's shell casings, but we're not going to release any specific information about that type of thing.
As more
How
time
many
goes
shell
by, do
casings?
you think that without having the identity of the suspect, do you think that aids in his ability to get further away from law enforcement?
As I mentioned, we've got over 400 officers on the ground right now. Every minute matters. We know every minute matters. And other than the people you see standing behind you, everyone else right now is out on the streets working hard to bring this individual to justice and to bring some confidence and safety and security to our residents. And that's what all the people who should be doing that are focused on. We will continue to provide updates as they are available. We will continue to do regular briefings. Please stay informed to our press list. If you are not on our press list, please let us know. You can find any of the individuals back there who can sign you up for the press list. That's all the updates we have for this time. We will share the video that was referred to several times to that same list. So if you need to be on the email list, you can see Josh here or a couple other staff people in the back. Thank you. That's our updates for now. That's all the time we have, and we will be back here when we have more to share. We will continue to do regular updates.
Thank you.
It's a lot.
Who's sending the
We're
video?
gonna post that video.
Josh is gonna send it.
An email?
Very, very
Is there another press
I'm
conference?
gonna post the video
Probably.
very, very soon.
Try to give you.
No, I know, I just-
Yes. I'm expecting